am recording now.
Now,
Welcome to the room, Mike and Aliyah.
what
Welcome
should
back.
I say now?
Aliyah, do you believe in God? I'm sorry, Mike. My apologies. Mike, do you believe
No,
in
no,
God?
no. I'll repeat
No. Hang on.
everything I
You
just
asked
said
me.
if you
Hang
want
on.
me to.
Stop. You asked me where we start. Mike, I apologize for saying the wrong name. Mike, do you believe in God?
No.
Okay. I do not believe in God either. That was a short conversation. Inquisitive. Oh, yes, Inquisitive. Feel free to come on stage. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Hello, Inquisitive. Welcome. You have to unmute. I'm sure you know this.
Donald.
Hello.
How's it going, Donald?
Always the same. How are you, Inquisitive?
I'm great, actually. Donald, you sound a little bit sick.
Are you a doctor?
Uh, yeah, I'm actually going to be a doctor. I'm practicing medicine.
So, not actually a doctor.
Not actually a doctor, but very soon I'm going to be a doctor.
Oh, shucks.
That's why I have a lot of information based on
Hey.
the research. I can tell you about protein
Retri-
synthesis.
Retribution, feel free to come on stage. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Inquisitive, who is not a doctor, was trying to diagnose me. Go ahead,
Donald, you can
Inquisitive.
actually keep trusting me.
I have never trusted you ever since I found out that. Well, I mean, there's a
You
couple of
found out
things.
what?
Well, do you believe in God?
I believe in God.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Since then,
Oh, you don't want to put trust in me just because I'm a theist.
I don't trust any theist.
You
So,
don't trust
yes.
any theist.
Yes, I don't trust you because you're a theist, because I don't trust any
I
theist.
think being a theist sounds more intelligible than being an atheist because I found most of the atheists very foolish, absurd, and very irresponsible. And basically, they are frustrated in their own personal life.
That was 3 reasons, by the way. So, which would you like to talk about first?
They sound really absurd, and they cannot prove their atheism. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God, and blah blah blah. It's quite easy to say that, but can you prove atheism by science, by providing
3,
facts? For example, if you talk about
4,
the earliest period of time, which is considered to be planet epoch.
5,
So, according to Brian Greene, who is a scientist,
6.
Who should prove for who? You are the Muslim one, or you are the one who believe in God. So you the one who have to prove that. I think. Am I right?
I I agree, but I was counting how many times he shifted the burden of proof and shotgun to a different topic. Cause you pivoted 6 times. Oh, you can go ahead with him. What was it?
No, actually, what I
Human.
wanted to say,
Yeah,
yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
man.
No, you go.
Actually, what I wanted to tell him, we are not in the position to prove what we believe. We actually don't believe his story. So he's the one who must prove for us that God exists.
I'm gonna go check traps at the airport. We got a 6-week-old kitten stuck up there.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Catch him quick.
I hope so. I'll be back in an hour or so.
I love you.
Love you. Hey, if you think about it, next time you get up, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
If you think about it next time you get up, can you skip some cat boxes? I tried earlier.
Oh,
My arm
sure.
is killing me after doing Kathy's house.
Sure.
Thank you. Hey guys, who did that?
It's a 10
Did you hear what I said,
Come on,
brother?
buddy.
Simeon is showing off for
Inquisitive?
him.
Did you hear
Aw.
me?
They've always been the best of friends.
Should I leave him or no?
No, he'll just.
Come on, buddy. I'm sorry. Come
Ah,
on.
okay. So you can prove your God
Simeon.
I'm sorry. Come on,
exists.
buddy. Come on.
I got it. No problem.
Hello? Did. Hello?
No, he actually closed his mic. He didn't open it at all. So he didn't answer.
What question did you ask?
I didn't ask him. I just told him that we are not in the position to prove that why we don't believe in his story. If he came for me with his story of God, so he's the one, he must prove for me that God exists. Easy.
I mean, that's a true statement. What you said is a true statement. It's your responsibility. Okay. So let me give you an analogy. There's a new person on okay, Seeker, bye-bye. Let me give you an analogy. So when Vera Rubin made the measurement that the inside of galaxies was spinning at the same rate of the outside of galaxies, and she said, "Hey, there's probably something there that we can't see." And she took that to the scientific community. They said, "Prove it." And you know what she didn't do? Oh man, prove me wrong. No, she went and she got more data. She made more observations. She made more tests. And she brought it back to the same community. And they said, oh shit, you're right. So you don't demonstrate that you're. Excuse me one
Don't know
second. I was
embarrassed.
almost done. I was almost done. I was almost done. I was almost done. Honest. Almost done. Almost. 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 So you don't demonstrate yourself to be right by saying, "Wait, don't question."
Ask you one question, Donald. What do you believe, or what do you think that there is no God? Can you prove your atheism?
Yeah, because God is a creator, right? Your God's a creator, right?
God is a creator, yeah.
Okay, well, nothing's ever been created in the entire history of the universe, and I can
The
demonstrate.
universe. Now, how do you prove that?
I
That's a
can,
statement. That's an
Oh
assumption. Can
my
you back it up? Can you back
goodness!
it up by providing substantial
I
evidence? Can
literally
you,
was in the middle of my last word when you started talking. You could have waited half a second.
okay. Go ahead.
So listen. Yes, I can demonstrate that nothing's ever been created simply because quantum field theory exists. And on the quantum scale, all energies are conserved. All uh, vectors are conserved. All times are conserved. All what's the last one? Shit. There's one other thing that's conserved. I can't remember right now. It's not time. It's.
Quantum field that you are talking about is a part of nature.
Would you mind
Is a part
shutting
of
the
this
fuck
nature,
up?
and
Would
and
you
and and this
mind
nature is
shutting the fuck up?
okay. But
Would you mind
you're actually giving
shutting
me the
the
wrong
fuck
example. That's why
up?
I have to stop you.
Shut up! Holy
That's the
shit!
wrong
Shut
example.
up! I was
Quantum
in the.
field
Oh,
is a part
shut
of this
up!
nature, and
Shut
this
up!
nature
Shut
is
up!
susceptible
Oh
to
my god, you
entropy.
must shut the fuck up! I was fucking. Oh god, no, I'm done with this. Okay. I will bring you right back up into the audience. If I have to tell you to shut up 15 times and you're still talking, I don't know what to do with you. I was in the middle of saying a thing. Holy fucking shit. So there are conserved quantities. And because there are conserved quantities in our universe, it's impossible for our universe to not exist. If there's a single and you left.
Does Inez want a McMuffin meat?
Like to expand my meaning and my understanding on it. It says that this old world was worse than the world we live in now, and it does. It does. So that means that everything bad that we did now, I don't want to be too graphic because we are on live stream, right? Was more like exuded there. And I'll tell you what, it is hard for me, especially as somebody who's not as knowledgeable as Joel upon the subject. Joel is a scholar, brother. I'm not a scholar by any means. Yeah, I mean, if it's okay with you guys, I'd like to come back with a little bit more knowledge, especially upon the Old Testament, because
I'm into that. Do you want me to leave you with the verse that does have God commanding infanticide?
Let me write it in my notes while you talk, so that way once
every
you talk.
night, so I have to do the little.
Oh! 1 Samuel 3:15.
Tell me if you noticed anything different about this.
Ha! I like the change. That's nice.
Well, it was spiritualized.
Pretty close to it.
Yeah,
I'm just a
This
fan.
is gonna
I'm a
be
fan.
weird.
There's some nice.
You wanna know how big of a fan I am here?
What the fuck? God damn it, and you don't have a good leg for that. You don't have a good leg for that. That's not what you should be doing. Wear them on your hands like puppets next time.
It's worth it to show them. Wear them on your hands like puppets. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll stick my hand up a Joel sock. So this verse is in, are you ready, Narwhal? 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel chapter 15. It just started at the beginning.
I got it backwards. Not 3:15, 15:3.
And God says,
Damn it.
Says something like, "Thus says the Lord of hosts, I will punish the Amalekites for what they did when they attacked the Hebrews when they were leaving Egypt. Now, therefore, go and kill the Amalekites." I'm doing this from memory. "Do not spare them, but kill both man and woman, child and infant, camel, sheep, ox, and donkey. Utterly destroy them." That's the cow part. But
my cat.
it lists out infants. In some translations, it'll call them sucklings, but it's not like, oh, they suck. It means like tit.
Yeah, baby.
Tit suckers, yeah. So,
Oh, hey,
a
new
real suckling
person.
here is God.
Oh,
That's a shitty
hey.
move. And they do it. They go kill.
Feel free to come on back on
one of
stage,
the times
Inquisitive.
that the ancient.
I'd love to have a conversation with you, and Happy, feel free to come on stage. Thank you for coming by. How are you, Inquisitive?
Donald, you fail to understand my intellectuality.
Okay.
I'm a great intellectual person. I'm a scientist.
Okay.
And I am a person who did a lot of research in medical field.
Miracle Field. Can you tell me what that means?
I mean, I did a lot of research on protein synthesis and metabolism.
Okay. So not miracles, natural things.
Not miracles, natural things. How do you
Natural
call it
things. Yeah,
natural?
you've done a lot of studies on
Protein
natural
synthesis.
things.
Do you
Hey,
understand
can I
protein
ask you a quick
synthesis?
question? Have you ever done a study on a not natural thing?
Oh, that's a different topic, but I asked you a
Oh,
very
it's a
strong
different
question
topic. Okay.
that is very much relevant, that is not preposterous. The question is not preposterous.
What? I thought you said you wanted to ask me a question or something. Was I wrong? Did I misunderstand?
So the question that I raised right now, the topic that I brought up right now, is not preposterous. Protein synthesis is really vital for the function of the human body.
Sure, but do you think that humans were the first things that existed?
Now, do you know how a protein
Wait,
synthesis gets triggered?
give me
How
this one
the protein synthesis
question.
in the human body?
I
Now, it's
agree.
really
Oh
relevant.
my
The question itself
goodness.
is really relevant. You have to understand that. Then you'll be able to
I
understand what theist
answered
is.
your question and then I asked you a question and you are running from
No,
my
you haven't
question.
answered my question.
I did. I
You
said
haven't answered my
yes.
question.
I did. I said yes. And then I asked you a question. Do you think
Yes
that
is not the answer to my question.
yes is not what? Re-ask your question.
Okay, I'm asking you the question for the last time. Do you know when does a protein synthesis get triggered in the human body?
That's not the question you asked me before. That's a completely different
Okay,
question.
do you know
That's
what
also
protein
not a yes
synthesis
or no
is?
question.
Okay, what is protein synthesis?
Are you asking me if I know what protein synthesis is, or are you asking me?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
I'm sure that you don't know.
I have an
I
idea.
doubt you don't
Oh
know.
my fucking
I doubt you don't
Christ!
have
Would you
any
mind
information
shutting your
regarding
fucking
protein
trap for
synthesis.
5 seconds while I answer the question you asked me? I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh my God! Shut up. I have an idea of what protein synthesis is. No, I don't have a good idea, but there are humans who have an excellent idea of what protein synthesis is. Okay.
Protein synthesis is the food of the human cell. There are
The
almost
what? The what
37
of the
trillion
human
cells in
cell?
the human body.
Hang on. The
And
what
if
of. Hang
protein
on. I
synthesis does not happen in the
misunderstood.
human body,
Shh.
just listen to me.
Wait, what?
Do
I
not interrupt
misunderstood
me.
one word. One word. One word. Protein synthesis is the what of the human cell?
Okay.
No. Just tell
Protein.
me that word.
Okay.
Protein
Protein
synthesis is.
synthesis
Oh
is
my
the
God.
food of the human cell.
Food?
If
Did you say
protein
food?
synthesis, if, yeah, absolutely.
Oh
You
my
heard it right.
God.
You heard it right. If
Wow.
protein
Oh
synthesis
my
does not
God.
take place in the human body.
Wow.
But
Oh
listen,
my God.
let me complete.
Oh my
I'm giving,
God. Okay. Apex, welcome. Thank you for coming by.
just because you expressed your surprise, you articulated your surprise, doesn't actually
Mamiosi.
negate
Thank you for
a
leaving.
fact that we got from medical research.
Oh
We got it
my.
from the
Oh
medical
my.
research that protein synthesis, if protein synthesis,
Apex, welcome to the stage. I tried to welcome you earlier, but this person has inability to stop talking.
no,
Yeah,
this is not the
nice to meet
inability.
you,
Oh
You
my
guys.
always stop
God,
me when I start
Inquisitive,
speaking the truth.
shut up. Apex, I
Wow.
apologize.
Oh, no, no problem, Donald. Let me guess. You're an atheist and Inquisitive is a believer. Am I right?
I am an atheist.
He's an ignorant atheist. He doesn't want to take facts. He doesn't want to accept
Okay,
facts. Okay,
okay.
I'm giving him the
Because
medical facts.
hey,
He doesn't want to
Inquisitive.
accept that.
hey, inquisitive. Human brain has a limitation. You don't need to just send your words to Donald. Just take a rest and let him uh, let him think about what you said. You are just transferring too
Yeah,
many
he
concepts
has a
and too many
limitation.
informations. What?
Yeah, Donald is a retard.
Do
He has
not use that
limitation.
word on YouTube. It violates YouTube terms of service. Do not use that word on YouTube, dumbass. We are on YouTube right now. It's in the title.
Okay.
Really? Oh my god! Because he couldn't use slurs, he had to run away. Poor little baby. Little bitty tears coming out of his face. Apex, welcome to my room. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you, Donald. My pleasure.
So I'm guessing. Well, I mean, you're an atheist, right?
Uh, I didn't catch you because your voice is really
Oh,
in low level. Could you please speak louder?
sorry.
Uh,
It's what I'm using. Is
uh,
this better?
yes, it's better right now.
Do you
I
do you
live in
believe in God?
Iran.
Do you believe in God?
Uh, I was a Muslim, so it means that one
Wow.
day I believe in God, but I try to be a skeptic about the existence of God. And right now, I think I'm an atheist. Uh, from my perspective, the God which based on Islamic explanations is completely wrong. And I try to explore different definitions of God in frame of other religions, but I still prefer to be an atheist.
What if I taught you how to disprove all gods?
Okay, I'm all ears.
Okay, so 98% of all gods are creator gods, correct? Or do you disagree?
Right.
Yes. I can teach you how to disprove that anything has ever been created. I can teach you how to demonstrate that nothing has ever been created in the entire history of the universe. Would that
Interesting
disprove
topic.
gods? Did you hear me? Would that
Yes, I can hear you.
disprove gods if nothing has ever been created?
Uh, the creation is just one dimension among different dimensions of describing God.
All right, but
If you told me that you can cancel one dimension, for me it works. Okay, but we are, yeah.
so I mean, if you give me one dimension, you've given up the ghost right there. That's it. One dimension is every dimension. All dimensions are identical, just different vectors of the same dimension. So there's
Yes, you're right.
so dimension. Can you define dimension?
Dimension is a specific point of view which,
No. False.
okay, you explain.
So a dimension is a space where velocities and directions can occur. It's called, we call it in physics, a vector field. That's what space is. It's a vector field. So time is also a vector field. If you give me any dimension of space or time before God, I give you eternal universe in all four dimensions. I can demonstrate it with mathematics.
Okay, interesting.
Also, I can demonstrate that it's impossible for anything to be created ever. That would take questions, though. So that demonstration is more philosophy than physics. But in physics, it starts with physics, and everything that's built on top of good physics, as long as the rationale, or as long as the premises are true, if it's built on top of true physics, it's probably true. So I can demonstrate that it's impossible for anything to be created in the entire universe ever, just with chemistry and physics. So in chemistry, every single interaction is 100% conserved. It is impossible to add energy to the system. It is impossible to remove energy from the system. And the universe is just big chemistry. But there's also things that don't really conform to chemistry in the universe. These things are dark energy and dark matter. These things don't really conform to, like, Einstein relativity, which is what chemistry is. All of chemistry conforms to Einstein's relativity. Everything that's ever been observed in all of nature either conforms to general or special relativity, but never both. Only one or the other. But in both, in outside, in the universe that we live in at a macroscopic level, it's expanding. But we also have measurements of the expansion, the acceleration of the expansion decreasing slightly over billions, billions and billions of years. The acceleration of the universe has decreased slightly. I'll tell you how slightly, by the way. At 10 to the negative 43 seconds after the initial expansion of the universe, 13.8 billion years ago, it was about 72 meters per parsec square cubed. Now it's about 68 meters per cubic parsec. Jesus, that's a hard word. So it's decreased by 4 meters per cubic parsec in the last 13 billion years. That's the only difference between what we see now and what we see then. And what we don't know is when this happened. We don't know that. We only have a measurement of a single point in space time 13 billion years ago and a single measurement of space time a billion years ago. And they don't match. And the prediction of what should be now, based on what we can see then, doesn't match. Well, now, there's a whole lot of reasons for that. But none of that equals God. So, why are we talking about cosmology, which I know way more about than you do, when it comes to God?
Uh, do you mean that uh, irrespective of we cannot define the universe
No, I can define the universe. That's silly.
So if you can define the universe, tell me what's beyond the boundaries of current expansion.
More universe.
Yeah. Can you define what is located beyond the boundaries exactly?
I mean, you have to tell me what boundary you're talking about.
Uh, so if you don't know the boundaries, why
No,
did
no, no.
you
What boundary
told
you're
me?
talking about? No, no, no. What boundary are you talking about?
You know,
You
imagine
said there was a
the
boundary.
current,
Which boundary are you talking about? Because there's many boundaries. Which boundary are you talking about?
the boundary of current universe, which is expanding
What
from the first
boundary
point.
are you talking about? What boundary are you talking about? There are
I
many
don't know.
boundaries. What boundary are you talking about?
Could you tell me the categories of your boundaries, which I can choose one of them?
No, this is your argument. I'm not going to give you evidence for
So
your
if you
argument.
are if you are if you are talking about different boundaries,
No,
which
no,
means you
no.
know much,
You,
you know.
I never said.
Yes,
Stop
for
talking.
me,
You said boundary. What boundary are
yes,
you talking? I never said that
there is
word.
only
I
one
never
boundary.
ever said what. Did you just say there's
There
only
is
one
one
boundary?
boundary.
Okay, what is
Yes,
that
yes,
boundary?
there is one boundary.
What is that boundary?
The boundary is current expansion of the universe. This is my
False.
boundary.
That's just false.
So you tell me what is boundary.
No, no, no. I'm just going to tell you that that's false because we understand that there is universe outside of our observable universe. So what you're saying is false.
Okay, tell me why it is false.
I just did because we understand that there is universe outside of our observable universe. Welcome, shit. All right. I don't think you understand the person you're talking to right now. Maybe you should learn from me a little bit.
Okay, I'm all ears to learn from you.
Sure.
That's why I'm here.
That's what I've been trying to do is teach you the whole time you've been here. So, God's kid. Feel free to come on stage. I'd love to have a conversation with God's kid. That'd be amazing. And Algie? Oh, again. And God's kid left. Shucks. Not predictable at all. Alright. So, Apex, is that who I've been talking to this whole time?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just
Are you
want
an
to.
atheist who is trying to find better ways of arguing, or are you a theist who actually believes in God?
I'm not a theist anymore.
You're not a theist. Are you just trying to
I'm
get better arguments for God? For atheism rather, for against God?
actually, to be honest with you, I don't care about such things anymore because right now I'm focusing on my PhD.
Okay.
My
Okay, I
subject
don't
is
really care about that.
environmental
Why
engineering
are you in this room now?
because I found a place to listen to someone who is speaking English, and cosmology is something interesting for me.
Cosmology? Okay. So, what do you know about cosmology, real quick? Just like a brief overview of what you understand about cosmology.
I know nothing about cosmology.
But you're interested in it. So, like, where have you done research?
Uh, you know, I didn't have any continuous research about cosmology. Uh,
Okay.
I just did uh, some ChatGPT or YouTube videos about
Oh, YouTube.
cosmology.
Okay,
That's all.
that's great. That's kind of the thing that I was looking for. Okay, so you have a YouTube understanding of cosmology. That's great. I have a decisively more in-depth view of cosmology, but I can help steer you to a place that will get you to where I am. Would you like that?
Of course.
And it's on YouTube.
Okay, would you share the link?
I'll just tell you his name, and that's his YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's spelled exactly how it sounds. Anton, Anton, Anton. Are you
Mm-hmm.
writing it down?
Yeah.
Petrov, Petrov. Anton Petrov. It's a YouTube channel. It's his name. He'll call you a wonderful person because you are a wonderful person.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been on YouTube for about 15 years, and you will learn mountains and mountains and mountains and mountains just from listening to his videos. And, this, Jake, give me, oh shit. Jake, give me 1 second. I'll be right with you. I'll bring you on stage in just 1 second. I need to finish this one thing. So, Apex, he cites his sources. If you go and read his sources, every video you watch, it will start to make sense in about a year. Give it a year. It will start to make sense, I promise. Just listen to his videos and go and read the things that are linked in that video. And just do that for like a year. You'll understand the universe much better. Jake, welcome to the room. I'm gonna bring you on stage. I just gotta find my mouse. Oh, I gotta turn on the light, damn it. There's my mouse. Okay. Jake, yes, please come on stage. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Welcome to the room.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Jake. How are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm always the same. I was introducing Apex to an extremely useful, scientifically accurate source on YouTube.
That is.
Anton Petrov. Antonpetrov. It's a YouTube
What is he?
channel.
Okay.
And he's extremely accurate about most of what he says, except when science is wrong. And that's not him being wrong. That's science being wrong, and well, it's human interpretation of science being wrong, and him repeating it. He's a science communicator. He's not a scientist.
Mm-hmm.
He communicates what the scientific community is trying to say to the public in an extremely understandable way,
Right.
especially if you have a non-American accent. But that's an American bias, not Anton's. He speaks in I think maybe Russian accent kind of thing, but in English. Might be. It's definitely not French. It's either Russian or like that kind of area. around Russia. I don't know.
So he talks about everything that is related to science, but he's no
Physics
scientist
mostly.
himself.
No, he focuses on physics. Because physics is like the basis of all science. If you didn't have physics, you'd have almost nothing other than evolution and gravity.
The thing is, like, I still can't understand the gravity and time works together. And like, it doesn't make sense to
I mean,
me.
they don't work together.
Like,
So, I'm gonna explain. You said you didn't understand. Let me explain. Barbie, welcome. Feel free to come on stage. Give me a minute with this guy, though. So, gravity doesn't work with the other things. I don't remember what you said, but that's not how it works. So, there is a structure in the universe that we call space time. And whenever you put mass in this thing that we call space time, all of it accelerates toward the center. And if you put two masses in space time, they have an inverse square relation. So if you had two equal masses and moved them a third apart, they'd have was it 9 times the difference? So it's an inverse square law. So just any inverse square law that you can think of. It's the same thing for gravity. We can demonstrate this just by taking a couple of bowling balls to the ocean, right? So if we take one bowling ball that is unmodified, just your off the rack bowling ball, and drop it in the ocean, it would sink. Granted, at some point it would stop sinking and float, but it would be very, very deep. And then we can take the same bowling ball, except before we went to the ocean, we like injected a bunch of air into it and made it like really, really big. But the same density. We didn't add anything to it except for making the things that were inside it far apart. And dump that into the ocean, well, it's just going to float right on top. Mostly. Some of it's going to sink. That's the important part. Because a little bit of it sinks, it doesn't float right on top. It means that the masses are important in relation to their distance from each other. And that's just relativity. And that's Newton. They're the same thing. See, I can demonstrate everything that I say. If you don't believe me, just meet me at a lake and we'll dump a couple of bowling balls into the water. One's going to be 5 times bigger than the other. They're going to be the same mass.
yeah, but that still doesn't explain the time.
It does. It's the exact same mechanism. That's the thing that Newton noticed, is that something falling and the moon are the same thing. The tides in something falling are the same thing. Because the moon is fucking big if you didn't notice. It's kind of big. So, because there's an inverse square relation in the two masses, because it's fucking big, it's going to have a bigger effect. It's going to have a bigger interaction on the planet. Just because an apple is tiny doesn't mean that it's not being affected by the same forces as the moon. That's what he really found out when an apple fell nowhere near his head, by the way. He had to see it. The moon and that apple are being affected by the same force. That's what he noticed when the apple fell slightly in front of him. not on his head. Because apples don't grow near the
You know what's so great about Newton?
alchemy?
The you know what is so great about Newton?
Alchemy?
Yeah, no, but the thing is, like, he there was no previous scientist to step like to get information from.
False.
He-
That's a lie. So
No,
what do
that's
you
not.
think
There was no other
Archimedes
shoulders that he can rely on.
false. Archimedes.
Yes,
Archimedes
but
descri-
Archimedes,
excuse me, please stop for 1 second. So Archimedes described gravity 1500, 2000 years before Newton ever walked the earth. It was just he didn't know what he was describing. He knew there was this acceleration, but he didn't know what the fuck it was. But Archimedes' buoyancy requires gravity. Buoyancy requires little g. You cannot do the calculations for buoyancy without gravity. He just didn't know. Archimedes just didn't know what it was that he was showing to exist. But he was showing gravity was constant just by
yes, but he
crawling.
didn't know. But if he didn't know how to describe it, that means Newton knew. That's all.
Gravity didn't. I'm sorry. Newton didn't know how to describe the difference between the how to describe why gravity seemed to affect things over distance. Newton didn't know how to describe that. Einstein knew how to describe that. I know how to describe that. Newton never knew how to describe that. He said it was God. He said because things seem to interact instantaneously, which was false because it's just because the speed of light is so fast that he thought it was instantaneous because all of his calculations were local. It was just the curvature of space time the whole time, and he just didn't know it. It was never God, but Newton said it must be the gods that make instantaneous communication possible. But it wasn't instantaneous. That was his false assumption. It was not instantaneous. Without instantaneous, Newton never would have. I guarantee you, I've read Principedia. He never would have assumed God if it wasn't instantaneous. That was the only thing he couldn't explain is how fast it happened. He thought it was instantaneous. It's not instantaneous.
It's continuous.
No, it travels at the speed of light. Gravity travels at the speed of light.
Yes, but the effect is always continuous. It's not.
No, it's not continuous. That's silly. There are perturbations in a field that persists throughout the entire universe.
Yeah, I'm talking about the gravity between every single piece.
Yes, but that's not the same as the gravity that permits throughout the entire universe. And what exists inside of that gravitational field are different.
Go on. Sorry, I thought you haven't finished. Yeah.
Now, I said everything I needed to say.
Yeah, yeah. It's
That
I'm
you
not.
don't understand, that I explained away everything that you said, means that you don't even understand the basics of physics. Because this is basic fucking 101 physics that I just said, and you said, I didn't even know you were done talking. Even though I fully explained everything that needed to be explained in the words that I already said, you didn't even recognize that was an explanation. You didn't even know I was done. Oh my
Easy,
god.
easy, man.
And you want to tell me I'm wrong? Holy
No, no,
shit.
I'm
What
not
the
saying.
fuck is wrong with you? You didn't even know I was explaining you away.
Just
Didn't
calm down,
even
man.
know I was done. But you want to tell me I'm wrong. How am I wrong?
I haven't said you're wrong, mate. I
You
think like this, the
did.
drugs is like taking over right now.
Okay, well then I'm wrong.
Yeah. Okay, have a good day, mate. It's good to talk to you.
Inquisitive, you still around? Alright then, I'm gonna put some YouTubes on and I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Because it's been like an hour. I hate going that long without a cigarette. And hopefully. Oh, Jake. Welcome back. Oh, he went away again. I have to do God stuff. Oh, jeez. So there's this video
Are
game
you
called.
talking about the? Are you talking about this part? Vacuum fluctuations. Are you talking about vacuum fluctuations where
I
some
never.
particles come into existence on its own?
Well, I mean, that's not vacuum fluctuations, and I never mentioned vacuum fluctuations. Also, you have a misunderstanding of what
The
that.
problem is that you don't understand
I
science.
was still in the. It's not science, it's physics.
You are such a
The problem
preposterous,
is you didn't let me.
stupid.
Oh my god! The problem is you didn't let me finish my sentence. But you know way more than me, so go ahead.
Okay, so the thing that I wanted to tell you is that I was talking about protein synthesis. So in the human body, the protein synthesis gets
Wait, wait, wait,
triggered.
wait, wait, wait.
Be,
What does
okay,
this?
let me
Wait,
complete my sentence. You said that.
1 second. What does this have to do with quantum fluctuations?
Okay, I'll definitely talk about that, but later. But you gave me the go ahead signal.
I mean,
That's why
you're
I'm
gonna
actually
have to pick
trying to
one or
explicate.
the other.
I'm
You're
trying to
gonna have to pick one
explicate.
or the other. They're different things.
Okay,
You're gonna have to
definitely.
pick
So if
one
I
or
can
the
prove the
other.
existence of God, if I can prove the
And we're
existence of
talking
God,
about the. So that's a third thing. Okay, we're moving on to
protein
the third thing now.
synthesis. The protein synthesis is not possible without the information given in the DNA. The protein synthesis is not possible without the information given in the DNA.
Why does that
Do you
require God?
understand that? It's a fact. It's not a myth. It's not a theory. It's a fact.
Why does that require God?
I'm sorry?
Why does that require God?
Okay, so the question is that can information be produced on its own?
No, the
If you say
question
that
is why does that
information can be
require
produced on
God?
its own, we cannot expect the information to come into existence without the instructor. So if you say that information can be produced on its own, then you have to say that all the books in the world were written by no authors. Okay, so
Hey,
all
can
the
I ask you a
files in
quick
the
question?
computer,
Inquisitive,
all the files, Word files, all the informative Word files in the
inquisitive,
computer are actually produced, are created by no one,
inquisitive,
because you are
inquisitive.
saying that
Wait. Oh
information
my
can be
fucking
produced
Christ.
on its own.
Inquisitive, shut up. Inquisitive. Is the spin of the electron information, yes or no?
I'm sorry?
Is the spin of the electron information, yes or no?
Yeah, that's an information.
Okay, can you give me a single object that does not contain an electron?
You're trying to deviate from the point. The point is that I'm actually, right now, I'm dealing with the medical science. So, according So you understood right now, Donald, that if I start giving you counter argument, you don't stand a chance to win against me. Do you get me? So, Donald, basically, what I wanted to say is that protein synthesis, which is really the most one of the most important functions of the human body, actually gets triggered based on the information given in the DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. So, DNA contains information when to trigger protein synthesis because there is a specific time, and the specificity of the time is determined by the information given in the DNA. So you know that information cannot come into existence without the instructor. So basically, it proves that the information given in the DNA that actually does the function of the protein synthesis and the another function of the most important function, significant function of the human body, that is metabolism. These two functions actually get triggered in the human body based on the information given in the DNA. So DNA existence or DNA information actually proves intelligent design. So you should extrapolate that. You should take the Shahada right now. Are you going to take the Shahada right now?
No, I mean, you have to demonstrate that your God exists.
Yeah. How can I prove that? What else should I actually provide you? I gave you fact we got from the research, fact we got from the medical research. I'm not telling you any story. I'm not giving you any
Okay, but
mythological story.
how
I'm
does.
not. I'm not actually giving you any must. I'm not. I'm not narrating any story.
Hey, how does any of that demonstrate that the God that you believe in exists?
Oh, I can't hear you.
How does anything that you said demonstrate that the God that you believe in exists?
The thing that I said right now has been actually started and substantiated
Okay, but
in the
how does that
Quran in
demonstrate
several
that you're.
places.
How does that
In the
demonstrate.
Quran talks about
It
embryology,
doesn't.
and the
Okay,
modern
shut
medical
up.
science
No. Okay,
embryology.
stop. Stop.
No, hold on a minute.
Stop. Stop. No, you must stop.
Modern.
You must
Okay,
stop.
hold on a minute.
You must fucking stop. How does any of this demonstrate that your God exists?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And if you
No, you're
stop me right
just
in the
saying
middle
that
of
your
the
book says a
sentence,
thing.
yeah,
How does
you're
your book
stopping
demonstrate
me.
that
You're
God
stopping me
exists?
right in the middle of the sentence. You're
Stop!
not allowing me to
Oh
complete a
my
single
God,
sentence.
you must shut the fuck up. Demonstrate
Allow
that.
me to complete my
Excuse.
sentence,
No,
and you will be able to
shut
understand what I'm
up.
talking about.
Demonstrate that your book
Okay.
demonstrate. Oh my
Yeah,
God, can
I'm
you
demonstrating
shut
right
the
now.
fuck up? Alright, I'm done with you, man.
Will you let me demonstrate? Okay. So
Wait, you didn't even
you
finish that
wanted a
sentence.
demanded
You didn't
demonstration.
even
You
finish that
demanded.
Oh my God, you didn't even finish that sentence.
Go ahead.
You didn't finish your sentence.
It didn't allow me to complete my
I
sentence.
didn't speak.
Okay, hold on.
You said, would you
Hold
allow
back.
me
You.
to, excuse me. You
Okay.
said, oh my God, shut
Simmer
up.
down.
Oh my God,
Hold on a minute.
shut
Simmer down.
up. You said,
Simmer down.
uh, you said, would you allow me to demonstrate? And then didn't finish that sentence.
Okay. I'm actually going to demonstrate right now. Give me
What
one
are you
minute.
going to demonstrate? That's the rest of the sentence. Would you allow me to demonstrate? And the rest of the sentence is the thing you're gonna demonstrate.
So I'm demonstrating right now without any fear, without any interruption. So if you interrupt me,
What
you'll
are
not be
you
able to understand what I'm talking
demonstrating?
about.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm demonstrating right now.
What
So
are
you
you
wanted evidence.
demonstrating?
You wanted evidence. You wanted
Oh,
substantial
so God.
evidence
Oh, go ahead.
to be convinced that there is God. Okay, so I'm giving you evidence from the Quran. Quran
Hey,
talks about
Well, no.
embryology.
hey,
I'm
inquisitive,
sorry. I've
inquisitive.
read the Quran, and the Quran is only evidence that a bunch of people got a bunch of shit wrong. So if you're going to use evidence outside of the Quran, you can do that. But the Quran is not evidence of anything except for.
No, it's just because you haven't
Excuse
read
me.
the Quran. Read the English translation of the Quran just once in your life. Okay, I know
I
that you heard
was
Quran from BBC. Hold
almost
on a minute.
done. Oh
Hold on
my
a minute. If you
god.
keep interrupting
Oh
me,
my
if you keep
fucking
interrupting me,
Christ.
you'll not be able to understand what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You heard the Quran
Dude, I was not quite done, but I was almost done. I had 2 words left.
in the Quran
If you could
yourself.
shut your
You just
fucking
buy the
face. Oh
English
my god.
translation of the Quran.
If you could shut your face for 2 goddamn words. Could you shut your face for 2 more words? Oh my god. Alright. I've read the Quran. It's wrong.
You haven't read the Quran.
I
So if you
own
have
a
read the Quran, okay,
Quran.
fine. You claim that you read the Quran, okay? So it's my turn. I'm going to
Oh
ask you
my
some
fucking
questions
Christ.
based on the
Alright,
Quran.
so what I'm going to
I'm going to
do
test you.
is tell you this one time, this one thing. Do not
Really
use do not use anything from the Quran. Do not use anything from any Shut up. Shut up. Do not use any scripture at all. I can refute all scripture, and I don't care if you believe it or not. I fucking believe it, which means I don't accept any scripture at all. If you cannot demonstrate that your God exists without using scripture, your God does not exist.
want to listen to me. Why are you so annoyed? Why are you so ruffled about? Did I ruffle your feather?
No, you didn't ruffle my feather. You
I
just
haven't ruffled your
Oh
feather.
my
I think
god.
I haven't annoyed
Oh
you.
my god.
All I did was just, all I did was just give the reference of the Quran.
The thing that you did was not let me finish my sentences, you dumb motherfucking piece of shit.
You can't ever complete your sentence. Every single time I start speaking, you interrupt, you interject, and then you claim that I didn't allow you to complete the sentence. That's a blame game. Every single time you make a claim that turns out to be absolutely preposterous. Absolutely preposterous. Everything right now you say sounds absolutely irrelevant and preposterous.
When did I interrupt you just now? Also, there's a new person to the room. Uh Crimsonite! Feel free to come on stage. I've invited you. I'd love to have a conversation. Until then, I'm stuck talking to Inquisitive, who doesn't seem to be able to hold a conversation in any meaningful way. So hey, Apex, you're an atheist, right?
Yes, and I was a former Muslim, and I fully understand that inquisitive is completely wrong and also a wrong approach because Donald, he is Muslim and he doesn't understand that he needs different approach.
Christians have the
Hey,
same problem,
inquisitive.
just so you know.
Yeah, inquisitive. You need different approach while you're talking to non-Muslim people. Okay, just
I haven't even
don't
brought up
use
Aisha yet, which I really want to talk to him about Aisha. But later, you
inquisitive.
can keep going.
Needs. You go. You go.
No. I want this to be the end of the conversation. You're in the middle, so you go.
Uh, actually,
Okay, well, I mean, if you don't want to talk to him, I will. So inquisitive. What's up with Aisha, man? How old was she? Inquisitive. So how old was Aisha? Did you think I was lying when I told you I read your shit? So how old was Aisha? Inquisitive the Muslim. How old was the 9-year-old your prophet fucked? I hope you're on speakerphone. It sounds like you're on speakerphone. Hey, Inquisitive! How old was the 9-year-old your prophet fucked? 9? 10? 11? Maybe she was 12. Was the 9-year-old your prophet fucked 12 instead of 9? Hey, Inquisitive, do you accept the Hadith?
Donald, I'll
Yeah,
talk
do
to you
you
later,
accept the.
not
Hang
right
on,
now.
real quick. Do you
Donald,
accept the
you haven't read
Hadith?
the Quran once in your life,
Do
so
you,
it's a
no,
blatant
I've read
lie.
it. I've read it
So
twice.
if you
Hey,
have,
hey,
if you really have read the Quran once in your life,
I've read it twice.
uh, I'll definitely test your knowledge. I'll ask you some basic questions about
I
Quran.
didn't memorize it. Fuck off. And I don't have my copy now. So, Inquisitive, how old was Aisha when your prophet fucked her?
Okay, you heard about Islam from the BBC and CNN. I'm
No,
absolutely sure. I'll
I've
talk to you
read the
later, not right now.
Hadith. I've read the Hadith. You can fuck off with that. Oh, damn it. As soon as he heard Hadith, he ran away like a little bitch. Because I know what the Hadith are. I've read them, motherfucker. Well, some of them. A couple of them. The important ones. The ones I'm talking about. And a couple others. They're fucking horrible. As soon as he heard the word Hadith, he fucking tuck-tailed and ran. Because that's when you know a motherfucker knows what he's talking about when he asks a Muslim about a Hadith. Because everybody knows about the crayon. Almost nobody outside of Muslim community, Islam community, my apologies. Almost nobody outside of the Islam community knows about the Hadith. Unless you actually have these conversations, and it's important to know these things. God, he ran so fast. They all do. If they don't run from Aisha as soon as they hear the word Hadith, they're like, oh shit, he knows what he's talking about. Damn it. I'm out. Apex, I apologize. I have not been the
no problem.
I've not been the most cordial person dealing with Muslims tonight.
No problem, Donald. Actually, if Muslim community find out that I'm not a Muslim anymore, they try to kill me.
I'm
And
on YouTube right now.
okay, and
Just
most
want
of
you
the
to know.
Muslims, yeah, and yeah. Actually, I searched about the Petrov channel. I subscribed it, and I'm going to uh, watch all the videos. And based on your information, I'm going to give it
Ain't
1 year to fully understand everything.
Oh, dude.
And something interesting I found out in his information in his channel. He worked for uh, some professor who is Iranian in McGill University. I know that professor is very famous and he is Iranian, and so it would be really interesting for me. Mm.
I don't know what that
And Donald,
was. That was
can
that
I?
Anton Petrov?
Yes, Petrov, go to his channel and the bio. Read the bio of Petrov.
Oh, his
He
bio. I
worked
wasn't
for,
talking about him
yeah, yeah,
personally. I know nothing about him personally whatsoever. I just know that he
yeah.
he cites his sources, and I think you should go read the papers in the videos that he publishes. I don't know
Of
anything
course,
about
I
him
already.
personally.
Mhm. He
I've never
mentioned
known anything
in
about him.
his
I
bio.
don't even subscribe to
Yeah,
his channel. I just like to watch his videos sometimes, and he
yeah.
posts papers that I like.
I like his approach because he's going to explain every complicated uh,
Oh yeah,
subject really, really simple,
he does
and I,
that
I
very
really like.
well.
Yeah, I like that approach.
Me too. And uh, I would encourage you to go read the papers. He
Of
posts
course,
them. He posts the links. Yeah, I would encourage you to do that too. After you listen to his entire episode about that paper, and just read the link because he posts other links that support what he's saying in the same description. But just read the links that are relevant to that video. Because he's going to
hmm
tell you everything you need to know about understanding that paper. Not the others. He's going to show you the others, but you're not going to understand them. So just stick to the reading the papers about the video you watched and nothing else at first. And then as you get used to the way that scientific papers are written and how the words work, then you can branch off and start reading the papers that are like linked in the video because he'll link evidence for everything he says. He's got like three, four, five like peer reviewed papers in each video. It gets exhausting. I spent like 8 months just trying to track a single video back to its source, and I learned so fucking much in that 8 months of trying to get back to the original paper. I did get to it, but there were so many branches, and he links so many papers, and I had to read so much science. It's hard to read science. Reading science is hard. But if you do it enough, you get used to it. And I'm not kidding. It took me literally 8 months to get back to a single paper I wanted to the paper I wanted to see was only offhandedly mentioned in the episode. But he linked all the other papers. This one was just kind of offhandedly mentioned, but it piqued my fucking interest so much that I did a deep dive for 8 fucking months.
hmm
And he always admits when he's wrong. Every single time he's wrong, it's not because he's wrong, it's because science was wrong. Because he just takes science and communicates it in a way that most people can understand. So when he's wrong, he's not wrong. It was science that was wrong. And he just says, this thing that we thought we knew, oops, it was actually this other thing. And that's the way that science works. That's like the power of science. Oops, we made a mistake. But guess what? We know better now. Sorry, I think I went on a rant.
Exactly. No. I always enjoy you when you're talking, and your tone is really sweet and
Oh,
calm.
thanks.
And you're welcome. I want to tell you something friendly, because I care about the uh, nervous health of yours. Uh, when you get mad and people, for example, inquisitive, you are sending the signals of that. Hey, inquisitive, you are
Well, I
important.
didn't actually get mad. So that's a false
You
assumption.
know. Okay, okay, my bad. Okay, I just wanted to make some clarification for myself. Okay, Donald, you're among the best friends of mine. I really like your approach, especially when you are specifically stick to the point while people are making argue about something. And I'm sure that you are the master of knowing people's fallacies.
Well, one
Because
second. If you think that tonight was the first time I talked to that person, you'd be wrong. I have spoken to that person many times over the last 5 years.
wow, that's a big background. Okay,
Yeah.
so why
This was
why
not the
why
first
his
conversation we've ever had. This was
so
like the
why
1,000th conversation that me and that person have had.
wow.
Does that change the way that you think about the conversation?
Yes, for you,
Awesome.
of course, but I'm
I mean, I don't care about for
uh
me. I'm just thinking about.
yeah, but inquisitive, shame on inquisitive. After this long background, his approach looks like teenagers.
And it's only gotten worse over the years. 5 years ago, when I talked to him for the first few times, it's actually better than it is now. He's decreased in his ability.
Well, okay,
It's amazing how context makes a difference.
yeah.
You should actually, there might be on my channel, there might be a conversation of him just insulting me for like 5 minutes straight. It's gonna be on a live stream that'll last like 6 hours though.
Would you please give me your channel name?
Oh, sure. It's the same as my room. It's Convince Me God Exists.
Uh-huh.
It's actually at the top, but I'll link it again. Let me just put it at the top. I'd be more than happy to do that. Discord, YouTube. There it is. Yeah. Copy. Edit. Backspace. Paste. Okay, there it is. It's right at the top. It's a cool
Oh,
galaxy name.
thank you, thank you. Yeah.
It's the same galaxy, just a different artist rendition of it. This is the Milky Way. You can't photograph the Milky Way from inside the Milky Way.
Yeah.
They're both beautiful. Oh man, I want some theists to come by.
I really like to introduce you to the theist community in my country, but none of them can speak English. That's the problem.
And I cannot learn new languages. I've tried. I tried learning Spanish and German, and I just could not do it. You want to hear, and Japanese. You want to hear all the Spanish I know? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez, si? No. Now, this is all the German I know. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, sechs, eins, zwei, drei, vier, well, okay, that's it. Elf, Voif, those are different numbers that are a lot away from the ones that I just said. So, that's all of the foreign language I know.
Inquisitive is back.
Yay, inquisitive. Thank you for coming back.
The most intellectual person.
That's a good joke, buddy. Oh, I needed a
So
belly
far,
laugh.
Inquisitive didn't tell you anything preposterous.
Doesn't mean you're right.
Doesn't mean what?
Doesn't mean you're right just because you haven't proposed something preposterous. That's a lot of peas, Poppy.
So you claim to be an atheist.
No, no,
You are
no.
talking
I
about atheism,
am an
but you still haven't
atheist.
proved your atheism. You didn't actually back up
I can
your
demonstrate my
support.
atheism,
You,
yeah.
you didn't back up your claim,
Well, I mean, I
and you're
can.
making a lot of claims. That's a lot of claims. That's a hell lot of
I can
claims.
definitely demonstrate that all gods.
How can you demonstrate there was nothing? How can you demonstrate there was nothing before the Big Bang? Hold on a minute. How can you demonstrate there was nothing before the Big Bang?
I don't believe that.
Since there
I
there is
can't.
no
I
data
can't do that
available.
because
Listen,
I
listen,
don't
listen,
believe
listen.
that. I
Listen
don't
up,
believe
listen
there
up,
was.
listen up. The problem is
Oh
that you
my
don't like to listen,
fucking Christ!
and
So let me ask.
simultaneously, and
Let me ask you a question. Are you just gonna ask me a question and then keep talking, or are you gonna ask me a question and let me answer it? You're muted. God damn it. He doesn't know how to unmute. I forgot. He's a fucking theist.
I'm going to prove that there was nothing before the Big Bang, because
Whoa! Stop! Stop!
you
Whoa!
can go to
Whoa!
the time
Would you
of
mind
Planck
stopping?
epoch.
Stop!
Do you understand
Stop!
Planck epoch?
Stop!
Just by
Oh my
shouting stop
God, would you
doesn't
mind
stop anything.
shutting the fuck up? I don't believe there was nothing before the Big Bang. I don't believe that the Big Bang came from nothing. I believe there was something before the Big Bang. As a matter
Or
of
that means
fact, as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, I can demonstrate that only 1 part per 1 billion of everything that existed at the earliest moments of the expansion of the universe exists now. 1 billionth of everything that existed. 1 billionth. And I can demonstrate that. Can you show me?
no.
Excuse
The
me, I was
problem
in the
is
middle
that
of a sentence. Excuse me.
no. The problem is that you're
Excuse me, I was in the middle of a sentence, Dick. Can you please? I was in the middle of a sentence. Can you please show me how God created?
okay. If you want me to demonstrate, I'll definitely demonstrate. Ashuna, Solon, Esuptatui.
Can you please explain how God created? You have to unmute to speak, by the way. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. Alright, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Oh, hey! New person! Defined? Redefined? Thank you for coming to my room.
Thank you for pulling me up. What's up?
Well, do you believe in God?
That question is actually, we need to change the word believe. Belief can be false, belief can be positive. So rather we can ask how far you
Hey,
know
but
about
can
the existence
belief
of
be
God.
both positive and negative at the same time in the same way?
Yeah, there is a false
Yes!
belief.
Belief can
Yeah.
violate the law of non contradiction? That's amazing. I've never heard that before. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette because you're just fucking goofy.
Rather, we can consider this question changing the belief. Then we can add the question like this: how far you have the idea, how far you are capable to understand the existence of divine, rather than saying believe, because that's actually an umbrella word which may include many things: incoherent, illogical, you know.
Donald, do you feel proud of yourself being able to talk to a very intellectual person?
That's a good question. I think that was a self introduction.
Correct right now. Move! Move! Shucks, did it defined, redefined? Are you still there? Oh. Did he give like a time frame that he'd be back?
Yeah. Was too like,
Oh, hey, defined, redefined. Can I ask you a quick personal question?
please shoot it.
Do you know who redefined living is?
What? What do you mean?
It was a yes or no question.
I didn't get your question.
Do you know or do you not know who redefined living is? Seems a simple question. I don't know why it's taking so long, but I'm gonna watch YouTube until he decides to answer. Or unless someone else comes by. Because defined, redefined seems to go silent. Seems to have gone silent. Ow! Ow! If you ever have the opportunity to get a dislocated rib, pass. They fucking suck. Do I watch video games or God stuff? I guess I gotta watch God stuff. I am so sick of this. I'm sick of being lied to. They know they're lying. I know they're lying. And they know that I know that they're lying. But they still say the fucking lie. It's crazy. Oh, jeez. Oh man, I was about to say hi to that person, but they left. I guess I there's something on. Damn it. Can't just sit here in silence. A day ago? Alright. As long as it's not live.
Across Texas.
I did that. I didn't like it. I tried that just because I wasn't actually broadcasting on YouTube at the time. I didn't like it. But now I am broadcasting on YouTube. I may not be for long. Oh, there we go. It's like fishing on a simulator. I think I'm going to stop broadcasting on YouTube for a little bit until somebody interesting comes around and wants to have a conversation. I wish I could just record these things and edit them, but I can't do that. I don't have the eyesight or the patience. But I can do a live stream. Problem is, they get boring.